Hey everyone, I'm Amanda and I'm a certified sex therapist here to teach you about the vulva, the vagina, and women-female anatomy today. Webinars below on the female O for more detailed questions. Today I'm going to show you how to please the vulva. Make sexy time important to those who care about sexy time. It's important to call the different genitals by the correct names. It's important to get to know your partner more than just the genitals that they're attached to. And it increases well-being and confidence when you can discuss parts of the body without shaming, blaming, or denigrating. So let's learn about the anatomy. The outside is called a vulva. This would have hair on the outer lips. The top here is called the mons pubis. So this would all have hair on it, or not if the person decides bush is not in for them. This would be smooth. Outer labia, inner labia, labia majora, labia minora. Again, the whole outside is called the vulva. This up here, the mons pubis, has like fat tissue on it so that if you're doing intercourse with someone else, that it doesn't hurt. So it's like padding. Again, all people have different color, inner labia, outer labia, and it changes colors as blood gets into it. And then the clitoris. So this would be the clitoral hood, and this is the glands of the clitoris. The clitoris goes into the body though. The legs of the clitoris, the bulbs of the clitoris, all of that matters. So when you are fingering her on the external genitalia, you might be touching the glands, you might be touching the inner labia. Even when you're in the vagina, you might be touching the sides of the bulbs of the clitoris that are coming in and closing the wall of the vagina as it gets more intrigued or aroused or filled with blood. Under the clitoris, above the vagina, is the urethra. That's where you pee from. It's one of my tantric friends that I met this year in person, because with the pandemic we hadn't met, was reminding me that the urethral opening, that spongy tissue, is above the vagina. When people are pressing up where the clitoris would be inside the vagina, you might actually be touching that urethral sponge. So that's some of what gets that squirting feeling going. Check out our video on squirting, of course, if you have more questions. The lack of the nerve endings though in the vagina, because it is the birth canal, makes it so that fingering inside the vagina only feels good as much as the full sensation. A lot of people don't like different movements because nails might hurt. However, if they have a full sensation while also hitting the external glands, they have a very exciting orgasm. So, fingering strategies would be the external. You could go up and down. We could do circle strokes. You could open and spread so that you have different access, different nerve endings. And then of course the just typical inside while also touching the clitoris. Some people like to do thumb inside while also orally stimulating or fingering the external clitoris so that there's something inside and the two bulbs of the clitoris on the outside of the vagina can push in and still feel that pressure of full feeling. So now you know how to pleasure the female anatomy, you understand more about women's anatomy and fingering techniques. However, you can't really advance this technique without being able to discuss and understand the anatomy of the female. So click on the link. You can get my book below on the chapter about female anatomy to understand this even better. If you like this video, hit like, subscribe, and the bell. If you think it would help someone, please share it with them as well. I created a guide to help you talk about these types of things and understand them more. So you can scroll down, click the webinar, and get that as well to understand the mysteries behind the female O. How do you pleasure women? Do you have favorite emojis or ways to show us? Please comment. I'll see you in the next video, Wednesdays, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hit like, subscribe, and the bell. See you then. Thanks for watching.